one common characteristic I see through all really great sewists, you know, those ones that can just make anything that they dream of. A common theme is that I see is that they all sew because they love the process. And I ask the question, do you love the process? Or is this something holding you back like it was me at one time in my sewing journey? Welcome back, my sewing friends. It is always such a pleasure to have you here. Welcome. If it is your first time here, my name is Evelyn Wood and I'm the creator of VintageSewingSchool.com. And here, through all of my members and students there, this is a really common theme that we all talk about, and I see this idea that we're going to talk about today over and over again from all of my members there. And well, let's start with this video is for you if you are struggling to maybe see the results that you want in your garments. You're making up garments, but you're just a bit, they're not quite as great as you'd like. They're just a little bit, and you keep seeing all these great people, most likely on the internet or YouTube, that just seem to just be able to sew anything they have. They have, you know, anything that they can dream of, they'll be able to sew at these great sewists. And that is what you're dreaming for, but you're just seeming like the distance is further and further. And it's just, if that's you, I think this video you're going to really enjoy, because I know that was me at one stage of my sewing journey. And this key point is something that really shifted my my view, I guess, of how I looked at what I was doing. And it's really what made a huge difference in my sewing and my end products as well, like the garments that I made. And it is basically to slow down. Let me explain a bit more though. I think we're all conditioned by fast fashion, fast food, fast everything. You can order on Amazon and get something delivered. Like I hear in the US, you can get it delivered the same day. That does not happen here in Australia. But I mean, we're very conditioned to get fast results, fast, you know, we want something and we get it now. And we kind of obviously bring that attitude to our sewing. But the thing with sewing is that one of the first things that we learn is that sewing is not a quick and easy pastime. I see this repeated over and over in comments here in YouTube, in Vintage Sewing School. It's one of the first things that people point out is, wow, this takes a lot longer than I thought it was going to do, or there's a lot more involved than I thought there was going to be. And so then that compiled with this desire to have an end garment that should happen in, well, I mean, probably just an afternoon, right? I mean, it says a 2-hour dress, so read the fine print because it never is 2 hours. That fine print specifically says does not include cutting time, fitting time, pre-washing fabric, unpicking time, any of that sort of jazz. So it's never an accurate guide. Sewing is an art form. We are creating something here, and that is what it really is about. When you take the time to stop, to slow down your sewing, and think of it like a creation process, and take the time to enjoy the process of what you're doing, because that is what it's about. It's about being able to craft this garment with your own two hands. If you just wanted an end product, you could just go buy it off the shelf, because that's the fastest way to it. The idea of crafting it yourself is that you get to design it. It's yours. It has your own stamp throughout of it, because you have constructed it with your your own two hands, as we say. So it is you, and it is about the process of that. It is an art form. Creating anything is our art, and making garments is our art. I guess we are, with the conditioning of getting everything fast, it's very easy to fall into the trap. And I know I was there as well, is that you keep making mid-project thinking, why is this taking so long? This shouldn't take so long. I must be really terrible at this because I've had to unpick it 3 times. Or it's just, it's taken me 3 days to sew something that you thought should take an afternoon because you saw someone on the internet make it in an afternoon. Probably didn't happen in an afternoon, but anyway. So it's really easy to fall in those traps, and often you just get so focused. I know I definitely do this. that focused on the end product, you get to a point getting a bit frustrated, you're near the end and it's just not quite working, and you just push through just to get it finished, right? You just want to get it finished. And I know that whenever I just push through and just kind of just do it just to finish it, I'm usually never very happy with the results. And I usually regret that choice. What I don't regret ever is when you get to that point, it's probably better to just stop and have a break, but to just unpick it, to redo, maybe rethink what you're doing in the situation. Maybe it needs a different method, a different something else to happen, and spend the time, just stop and spend the time to do it, to redo it, whatever it is, to finish it up in a wonderful way that I know I'm going to be happy with. It takes longer. You never finish whenever you think you're going to finish. It takes as long as it takes. I've never regretted doing that at the end garment ever, because I am so much more happier with the end garment that it will then last me a lifetime when you take the extra effort and enjoy the process of it. Because when you stop to enjoy and look at it as a creation process, I think it allows you to enjoy it more, because you look at it for what it is. It is creating, it is art, and that is what you are doing. So I guess this whole video, the whole point is that I give you permission to take as long as it takes to make up a garment. That's how long it takes. Take as long as it takes to slow down and enjoy the process. My question, I hope, is that you give yourself permission to just take as long as it takes to slow down your slow. That is how great sewists are great, is because they slow down. It takes as long as it takes. They enjoy the process of creating. They put that enjoyment of the creation into their garments, and that is how they create beautiful, great garments that you can be really, really proud of. And I know that you want that as well. Slow down. It's not a race. I give you permission. I hope you give yourself permission. That is what I want for you, to create those great garments that you dream of in your head, and you will be that great sewist that you dream of too. So tell me, my friends, I would love to hear your own sewing story. Do you look at sewing as a creation process, or is this something that you've been missing and just race to get the end product? I'd love to hear your stories below, and remember, do read through them, because the more we share our own sewing experiences, the more we all learn from each other, and that is what we're all here for. So until next time, my sewing friends, happy slow sewing. Bye.